As you know, Mel's always cooking. Beef tapa, huh?
Yes, a beef tapa.
Who's gonna eat that?
You and me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Gonna force feed it on me or what? What if I don't want to eat it? You know I
If
don't
you
like
don't,
beef.
no problem.
You know I don't like beef.
I bet.
Well, it looks good. Well, I need to get busy here and show a little bit what's going on. See you later.
See you later, alligator.
All right, after a while, crocodile. So I continue on here building my lake. We are preparing. Man, you look sweaty. You a little hot down in there, huh? They're almost done. We are about to the bottom of where we could dig in here. We really wanted to go deeper, but we got a little surprise on it. So now we are about the bottom of where we can dig. And when I say that we got a little surprise, if he was to dig a hole right underneath his feet right there right now, that sand right there turns a different color and it is full of water. So we hit the water table. And very far down, is it? Kind of hard to mix and pour concrete if you're standing in water, so that ain't gonna be happening. You are in the water table here. It's up very high. So while they're getting all that squared up and finished up really nice and clean, and we used all of the clay first and then the sand on top, like a little copper dam around, and with a little makeshift tarpaulin roof in case the rain comes, it don't flood our hole, which I doubt it would at this point, because it would just sink right into the water table there in that sand. We got hollow block being staged here on both sides, and the guys are putting together the steel to set the footer in the bottom so we can start stacking the hollow block. You see what I'm saying? We dig down and we hit water, it is right there on both sides. We need to put a little footer beam in, but we're just gonna have to raise up and put it on top. I don't want to put that cement right in that water line right there right now. So when I say that the water is right there, I mean it is right there. Sometimes on a deep well, you hit an aquifer, which is just like a big old open, clean pool of water under the ground. Kind of like a underground pond, an underground lake or river. And sometimes you're only just catching the water that's in cracks and fractures in stone, and it's stored in there, and rock and all. This particular case on these shallow wells here, what you're catching for water is just the water that's right amongst all of that sand and gravel below the surface there. That's where the water's coming from. So when you make a well down one of these round wells like they have here with the tube shallow, you have the bottom that the water rises in from the sand and all like this. Sometimes down real low too, you'll chip and make holes from the side, and the water leaches in, and it's just leaching out of that sand. That's all. There's no aquifer, there's no pond, there's no pool. It's just the water stored inside of the sand. So that's the case here. And because that can move so easy through this sand from just neighboring places, they bury trash in the ground, bury diapers in the ground, you can end up with poisoned water. So wish they would understand that sand flows water so easy that they are contaminating their own water source every time they're burying all of that. Well, we're gonna get this put in the ground right here. We're gonna get it hollow blocked in for a form. Then we're gonna cast a solid cement wall against it, and it will not be groundwater here. It'll be captured rainwater. A whole lot safer as long as you keep it clean. So they're gonna try to get this steel in here. Don't want to damage this. It's a rare commodity here. Something so rare. So yesterday I had to make this like a fence around this thing, like a corral, and put that berm. Also worried about children or somebody walking in and falling in this pit in the dark. He needed a safeguard there.
Nagmanto sa dalamig. Hindi ron. Sige. Ito pa mo kay go. Perfect. Wow.
Good job.
Good job, man. Wow.
Pitch that clay out over there.
Bulang te, ano pa?
We don't want. So what we'll do, we'll just start pouring a footer in there and just pick that steel up, set it into the middle of the creek as we start dumping it in. This is not trying to be a perfect pour on this. We are just building an outside perimeter hollow block wall to use as a form for the cast concrete. Gives us a double wall, double strength. So Miller and Mike, they're getting the hollow block all staged up down in the bottom of the hole, and that's being smart. The other guys are over here getting the mix non-mix, the mix non-mix, mixing it up. Yeah, not like a soup. Yeah, you like messing with me, don't you? Uh-huh. So I told him mix this one up really dry because we didn't really make a form for these blocks in the bottom for his footing. So I want it dry where it kind of hold its own, stand up. It don't have a slump, a very small slump. So this is why I'm racing against time right here. I knew that when we dug this out this morning, we've already experienced this before. I having these cave offs off the side, this sand in here, and even this clay on top, it will just crumble and cave right down. So that's why we're putting a hollow block wall back here first as a form, and then we'll pour our concrete wall against that secondary. So sure enough, right from the beginning, we had a cave off. That's why I told them, don't climb up the sides, none of that stuff. Use a ladder to go in and out on this corner to try to minimize that happening like it did right over there. So I told them just go ahead and work with what they can right now, getting these sides done. This does not need to be a perfect wall. It doesn't need no beams in it because it's not going to be the final product. It's just to retain that right there from happening. We were racing time against another collapse. I had them down there bagging up that collapsed sand and then using that sand back as a weight against that hollow block to get these bottom rows set. We can get past that sand, we'll be okay. I've experienced this. We fought this before. There's ways around it, but we can manage it. I got this figured out.
Isa-isang nakatimpla.
Well, it's about end of day, and these boys right here stayed on it all day. So if anybody wants to know what we did today towards building a house here at the beach at Las Conchas del Mar, we hollow blocked in a huge water tank for underground. You got to get these things done in the ground, get it sealed up, because there's concrete coming from down there where that sidewalk is, coming around and meeting this back porch that's going across here. A little bit of landscaping along right there, And all these tubes you see sticking out, that is all water that will be coming down from the roof that they'll go through a clean out and then dump in to this tank right here. It was a very great day. It was a huge move to get that hollow blocked in and set to where I don't have to worry anymore about that sand and that clay caving off. It already had done it a little bit, and you just work constantly and your holes growing bigger because you keep having to dig more out. I hope you learned something from this video today. Maybe it helped you on one of your projects. If you have questions about anything you saw there today, or you have a comment on it, feel free to comment. Write it on down. If you have questions, feel free to write me a question. I'll try my best to answer them. I can't always get to every comment, but I try my best. I really like being interactive with you all. But I have been very, very busy, and my signal is so limited at times here right now. It is the Philippines, and they have a very spotty internet network across the country. I know some people up in major cities have a little bit better, but we're out about an hour out of a major city, and it's a little tougher on us out here. So everyone, always be patient with me about the comments and replying to questions and emails and to Facebook Messenger as well. Trust me, I like to have the time to respond to any of you that are trying to ask questions, but sometimes it's not always so easy. Well, I'm going to close out this day. I appreciate you all watching this video. I appreciate all of this great support coming in from you all. Wonderful, wonderful viewers, wonderful subscribers, great comments, and I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, they are very much appreciated. All you new subscribers, and as well my longtime subscribers, are always very much appreciated. Thank you.